And as tutors, we've seen our kids really struggle with self-esteem. I mean, as a reading tutor, I've seen some of my kids, the self-esteem really comes from their reading ability, right?
Yes.
Kids who struggle with reading, they've got other kids that are teasing them. And maybe they even have they have teachers that are, making them read out loud in class. And maybe their parents are even saying things like, why don't you read as well as your older brother or your younger sister? Like just some crazy things. How can life coaching help with the teasing that might happen around them?
Yeah, wow. So many things there, and it brings back memories too. I mean, I can remember the horror of like, please don't pick me of reading out loud. It just, whew. But, as far as the teasing, there's nothing we can do to control other people's behavior. Kids can be mean. They're going to tease. There's nothing we can do about that. But what we can do is support children in building up their self-esteem and understanding that when these kind of comments and things come in, that's not who they are. And some of the things that we do for supporting children in developing self-esteem is first we talk to them about comparison, because that is a self-esteem crusher, is when they compare themselves to others. And the only thing that really matters is them to look at themselves from themselves and how they can improve in taking steps. And our tutors or your tutors are working with children to improve themselves step by step. And that's one thing. But the second thing is really supporting children in understanding and honoring their uniqueness and the uniqueness of others as well. Because I don't know if your tutors are familiar with Howard Gardner's book, it was 7 types of intelligences, and then it evolved into 9. And it just talks, instead of talking about how smart are you, he talks about how are you smart. And he talks about the fact that people are intelligent in different ways. Some it's analytical, like math. Some it's language, reading, speaking, that kind of thing. Some it's human relationships or art or music or people skills. But school only judges 2 of those, really, the analytical skills, your math, and then the reading skills. And so that can leave a lot of people, a lot of children who may be naturally gifted in other areas, really gifted like in music or in even athletics. It can make them feeling less than. And there's a great quote, I don't know if I've seen it before. It says, like, if you judge a fish based on its ability to fly, it's going to spend its entire life feeling like a failure. And what we want to do is we want to really support children in understanding their strengths, honoring those strengths, and helping them build self-esteem from that area, and then supporting them in developing those other areas, because quite frankly, you got to do the reading, you've got to do the math to be successful in school. But that doesn't have to be their only measure of success. It doesn't have to be the only thing that brings self-esteem into them. And we have a great coaching story. It's called The Sun, the Wind, and the Rain, that supports children in understanding the importance of honoring their uniqueness and how important it is to have people who have such differences. That's what makes this world exciting and fun, and just helps create the beautiful world that we have, and that their gifts matter.